Well, it's 2 years that I've had my shed now, that I've built it, put it together, and absolutely used it and abused it, and I thought I'd just do this little review of my shed slash workshop. So, inside, I'm not the tallest person, I'm 5 and a bit and a half, so, but even with my hands fully extended, so like, that's a good, you know, even if you're a giant, you're still gonna not hit anything. Maybe the crossbar here, if you're probably just over 6 foot, I reckon you'd hit that. I've also got a lighting setup here, but yeah, it gets very, very hot in the summer in here, and very, very cold. I don't know how hot it gets in here, I haven't tested it, but I don't think it's gotten too hot because I've kept this in here and this still works and it hasn't exploded or anything, and this I think is not meant to be put over 50 degrees, but it does get hot in here. I reckon maybe in the 40s it gets up to in here, when the sun is on it, it absolutely gets up to 40 degrees. Of course it depends where your shed is. Mine, I've got a shade that comes over in the afternoon, so from 2 o'clock onwards it starts to cool down again, which is great. So it's only really hot in here for 2 hours, because this is non-insulation. There's no insulation here at all. But yeah, it's where I've done a lot of my bike builds. If you've watched the channel for a long time, then you know that, yeah, lots of bike builds happening here, and the floor has got covered in all sorts of chemicals. I don't know, paraffin, paint stripper, paint, petrol, lots of corrosive nastiness. And all I've done, whenever I've had to deal with such things, I've literally, you've got some paint stains there. That white stuff on the floor is talcum powder from when I had a massive petrol spill in here. But it doesn't smell like petrol anymore, whereas I think a wood shed, if you got petrol in a wood shed, I don't think that smell would go. I think it would just be absorbed into the wood. So that's really good. And no... Okay, so downside, I guess, with these sheds, you can't really put everything in the walls, because... and I've tried sticking stuff on the wall with adhesives and stuff like that, but over time, I guess the heat changes, it melts it, but they do fall. I used to have posters up on the wall, but they all fell pretty much. Over time, the adhesive stuff just falls. Same with blue tack. Even with duct tape and stuff like that, eventually it just falls off. So the only thing I really stick up here, these are on magnets. Got one here, I do have another one when I start working in here, but yeah, and then that's all plugged in, runs down here, runs down to this battery, which is plugged into the solar panel outside. So that's how I do my lighting. But yeah, no, you can't really stick anything on the walls. But yeah, nice cheap LED light, and this works fantastic in the dark when it's, you know, dark outside and stuff. And this is on a light detector thing, really amazing. I'll probably put a link below to what this is, but I've got a couple of these and they're fantastic. But yeah, just hooked up to an old battery, hooked up to a solar panel, which I've done in other videos and shown you how that all works. What else in here? I haven't had any water come in, so no water has gotten in via leaks or anything, but water can get in through like condensation or humidity. So when we've had, you know, weird weather and stuff, there's like a moisture build-up on the roof. So around here, I think it's where the sun hits it first thing in the morning, around here somewhere, I get like condensation building up, so I get water drops, and then water droplets form and fall down. So that's just something to be aware of. I do get like condensation, or yeah, like a bit of stuff builds up. It hasn't made anything soaking wet, but it has been noticeable. So you just have to, I make sure I try not to keep any electric stuff in here, like all my power drills and stuff like that. They're always in the house, so I don't keep that sort of stuff lying around. Lighting wise, well yeah, I've got the LED lights in here. This is not a light, this is just like a skylight. So in the daytime it lets the light through and you can see, you know, it's quite decently well lit in here. And I've got the window there. But yeah, decently well lit, but it's only the one beam going throughout, opaque, clear. I've never had to clean on top of the roof, so the shot of the roof you saw is I've done nothing. Birds have landed on that roof, they've done their business on that roof, but the rain washed it all away. Pretty good. Cats have been up there as well, although I got a bit nervous when my cat went up there because I thought, well, how's he going to get down? That's quite a bit of a fall. The only bit of rust is here. Now I don't see any point about putting a lock on these, because a Stanley blade would easily go through there, no problem. You get one window, you get to pick where you put it. I picked it here, right back of the shed. So this is the floor I used. It's this stuff here, grid system. The hardest part is getting the ground flat. Getting the ground flat, then filling it with stones, that was the hardest part. Putting the shed up was relatively easy. It took longer to get the ground flat in this area, but that, you know, varies. Another thing that's interesting with this, you have like a gutter system. These little holes here, on the corners, right on the corner there, like a gutter, so any water that hits the roof drains down here and drains and comes out these little holes here. Did have the gutter set up on it, but too many leaves and stuff were getting in, so we gave up on that. But it happens on all the other sides as well. Yeah, there we go, that's my shed. I hope it's been helpful, I guess. I guess there's lots of pros and cons, but the main pros that I wanted was, it's a big shed, I literally put it up myself. You can do it yourself. I really don't recommend it. You just need one other person. That one other person, all they have to do is like hold certain bits in place while you get the other bit. It's really light work, to be honest, to put one of these up. It's a bit of a struggle. It's doing it on your own, which I did it all on my own. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend doing two people. I like this one because it's zero maintenance pretty much. I put this up and I've almost done nothing to it. The only couple of things I did is spray WD-40 through some of the guttering bits around the edge of the thing, just to see if they were clear, which they were. That's the only thing I've done with it. I've literally done nothing else. It's just had sun, rain, everything through it. Yeah, literally zero maintenance I've done on this, and it's fantastic. With a wooden shed, they often leak, or they often, in my experience anyway, or you have to keep the upkeep of a wooden shed. But with these plastic ones, of course, they do a lot of different sizes, and yeah, some of my other friends have got these and they've all been fantastic, and that's why I ended up getting one of these. But yeah, this one is 8 by 11 or 12 or something, which is why it's so big, and where I build motorbikes in here. Anyway, yep, hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.